This is ENS Insider, brought to you by the Face of Fun Committee and probably every other committee in ENS, with your hosts Cameron Maves and Danielle Coleman. That's right, everybody.
We're here.
It's ENS Insider. We're back again. We made it. We got picked up for the rest of the season, believe it or not. Well, not editing this out, but I got a beard hair in my mouth. Anyways, there she is.
We're gonna edit that part out.
I don't know.
Oh, we're gonna keep it. Okay, that's fine.
So,
Okay.
as
We're
always,
winging it here.
we're winging it. We'll do it live.
Okay.
Cam Maves, Mayor of ENS.
That's right.
Danielle Coleman, sidekick extraordinaire. And our guest, you may have guessed it from the clues last time, but we've got Amanda Meisenzahl on the call. And if you don't say that Z in there, he gets pissed. So
That's not true, but I was very impressed that you got it right.
Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, I've been called worse things. We all know.
I mean, God, we won't get into that today, but yeah, but I did one time. I made the mistake of I'm sure you've been called Meisenzahl plenty of times.
Oh, totally.
And you put me in my place, so and I'll never forget it. But it wasn't like me. It wasn't abrasive. You let me know, and I remember.
I sing the song. That's not my name.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
We have a karaoke at the end. So.
Oh, great.
But,
can't wait.
You know what I'm saying? But we do have, we introduced you, but now I want you to introduce yourself. I'm starting a 2-minute timer.
Okay.
I want 2 minutes about Amanda. Whatever you want. Tell us about your background, your history, your life. Yeah. If you maybe say your paychecks title, and then the rest can be whatever. So starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
Go. Amanda Meisenzahl. I've been with Paychecks for 16 plus years. This is going to be a long interview, girlfriend. Okay. So primarily born and raised in ENS, and I've dabbled in pretty much every single product within ENS, along with, there was a period of time in my early days where we also had Section 125 and 401k. So I've pretty much had some very interesting experience and exposure with all of those related products in different capacities. So I liked it though. It was really educational, but I also got to meet a lot of great people. And now my official title, I think, is Centralized Operations Manager, but who the heck knows what that means? So we just do a little bit of everything over in product services / emerging products. So it's pretty much like super high level for my role here in my Paychecks journey. So that helps answer nothing. But let's see.
Halfway there.
Okay, so what about Amanda? Stuff that most people probably already know is that I have a beautiful daughter who's 11, who's a mini me, who's like 11 going on 30. And in a good way, she's just like me. And then all of the things that I have to watch out for, she's just like me. So that keeps it really interesting and fun. I also have 2 dogs that are just like the loves of my life. And I don't even care. I have no shame about that. I'm a ridiculous dog mom. And those are my babies. So like the world stops if something happens to those dogs. Let's see. What else? I'm clearly a part of the Beehive, as most people understand. I'm a Beyonce fan. I am obsessed. I love her. She does no wrong. And if anybody wants to talk to me about how she is overrated, I don't want to hear it. Don't come at me with it. We're not engaging in the conversation. Let's see, what else? I love to travel. I'm always willing to go any place. Nothing's off limit unless, you were in COVID and we couldn't go. I've also turned my daughter into quite the little traveler, so she has these great ideas of where she's going to go once she graduates, where I have to take her. Very close with my family and my parents and my sister, and her kids are like my kids. And yeah, I think that's pretty much about Amanda. Oh, and I'm an obsessive reader, so I loved that ENS created that book club because it's fantastic. I'll make that quick plug. It's really fun. So
Out to the Face of Fun and Danielle Coleman.
that's right. It was a great idea.
So glad.
You went over 2 minutes, but I wasn't going
I'm
to stop
sorry,
you.
Cam.
No,
I'm
you're good.
sorry.
You were on a roll. I didn't want to stop you, but I'm a little pissed off right now, and I'll tell you why. And
I know that.
Tell me how you really feel. What happened?
one of my notes on my thing was I had this whole build up. I was gonna say I got one sentence for you. Do you want to know what it is? Can you guess, or do you want me to say it?
No. You need to say it. I have no idea where you're going.
I was gonna say Beyonce is overrated, but
Oh, you're such a. Mhm.
I believe it.
Mhm.
I believe it to be true, but you already touched base on, it, so we'll just move past it.
Yep. Not gonna waste my energy
Yeah.
on negativity. Not
right.
doing
We're
that.
all
That's
friends.
how. That's right. We're gonna just stay positive here, Cam.
I will say the new song.
Well,
We gonna the night.
tough it.
Yeah, that one.
Mhm.
I mess with that one a little bit. So
Oh, okay. See, that's what everyone says. They're like, "Oh, she's overrated. I don't like her." But then everyone knows her songs, and then you sing them, and then you get hyped when you hear them. So
I think yeah, yeah. You're right. She's got some good songs. I just think she's a little, and she messed with my boy Sean Carter a little bit,
what are you talking about,
threw him off his path a little bit, but it's all good. So,
Cam? What are you talking about? Jay-Z can handle himself, and I'm pretty sure that he did worse things to her.
Well, that is probably also true, but musically, I feel like
Oh my God, you guys. No.
sorry.
No, there's a
she's gonna.
line. There's a line in one of his songs. If you want my old, don't like my stuff, buy my old album.
Amanda's gonna drop off this call.
I know she's gonna be like, and bye.
I'm moving on.
Okay,
on.
okay. Because she's
I
not
know-
overrated.
I know
Okay.
I'm mad. All right, maybe she's perfectly rated.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, Cam.
Anyways, I heard from someone,
Yeah.
and this isn't that embarrassing because if you know me, I mean, I had quite the collection of these as well at one point. But I heard at one point, at least, maybe not anymore. I would like to think you're still on this train, but you were known as a go-to, as a collector of like celebrity gossip magazines.
I don't think I was a collector per se, but I do love my celebrity gossip, and I'm only on Instagram for one of those reasons. I got to stay up on yeah.
Okay.
I don't think I collected them.
Well, not a collector per se, but you had a stash at your desk, I was told.
Oh, probably, right? Because everyone needs to have some outlet.
All right, fair enough.
Who doesn't love watching what celebrities have going on in their life to be like, those aren't real people problems?
Are you kidding me? My screen time on my phone tells you, well, most of the time I'm doing is watching TikTok, where about figuring out dramas and all that going on, because that's
Right,
just
exactly.
any
Exactly.
36-year-old man needs to be doing.
It's a good release.
Yeah.
Sunday mornings when you get like the text from or the notification from Apple, your iPhone or whatever, and it says you spent,
You do not need to know that.
7%.
Yeah.
I forget what you spent 7% more on the phone than you did the month before. It's like, oh, for shame.
Yeah, you turn that alert off.
It goes up.
You don't need to judge me, Apple. That's why I'm an Android user. That's going to get a lot of people upset.
Oh, the green text messages. Yep. Don't. Makes me sick.
Oh, please. Here we go.
My dad's got one, and it screws up all the group chats, and his videos come through like this big on my screen.
Yep. That sounds
it is
about right.
It's okay though. You know what? It's okay.
Okay. You made me laugh.
I gotta tell you, huh?
You look stressed.
Yeah, why is this interview stressing you out?
Oh.
I'll tell you.
Okay, I'm ready.
I haven't eaten today.
Oh, you can't be hangry while you have to do this interview.
But I'm not. There's no anger. There's no anger.
Okay.
Just the Beyonce thing stressed me out, and then The android kind of piled on top of it. I will tell you what, though, one thing that would make me feel a lot better is if I was Danielle Coleman right now. If I was Danielle Coleman, my life would be great. But if I was Danielle Coleman right now, I would be preparing to go to an all-inclusive in Punta Cana.
No.
Yes.
Can you
Yes.
believe
I
that?
leave 48 hours. So I'm in like
Oh my
that.
gosh, you must be so excited.
I am. Especially because, the weather in Rochester is like dreary. So, but yeah, so leaving like Saturday to Punta Cana. I'm super excited. And I'm in like that phase where everything's been set aside for like what you think you're going to bring. And now I'm at like the point where like I got to go get my hair done today and that kind of stuff because
You gotta be fresh.
from turning, because I'm 100% gray under this.
Oh, me too. It's okay. We embrace it.
Yeah. And it's funny
Yeah.
because, some think, should I ever go to like box dye and save myself, like the $150 every week, or should I, continue to go to a hairdresser or whatever? But anyway, so
Okay.
that's where I'm at. But
Well, I think you're gonna have a great time.
yes. Do you box dye or do you dye your hair, Amanda?
I'm gonna say that comment is from Valerie. And second you said it, I'm like, oh yes. You I can't remember the expression now, but you color your hair, you don't dye it. Hair can't dye. So currently I'm not. So all my whites and grays are coming out as well, but I'm a good old fashioned find the $4 box of dye at a drugstore. But yes, Valerie, I hear you. From Valerie. That was really funny when that happened, actually. We got scolded because by somebody who's like, I'm a stylist and you do not dye hair. You color it. I'm like, ooh, my bad. Sorry.
I didn't know that.
Used the wrong word.
Yeah.
I've learned this so many times in my life. Danielle knows where I'm going, probably, but I think it's really important not to judge people.
Oh boy.
We're bringing some dice into this. So
Okay.
that person, I hope they got fired, but they were in the wrong for judging someone based on their preferences and their affordability and whatever else may come into play there, right?
Yeah.
So
You're
don't
right.
do that. Don't do that, folks. Don't judge.
Yep.
And it's okay to be frugal, right?
It's okay to be frugal.
And also not want to sit in a chair for 3 hours to get your hair colored. So,
Right. That's my like literal, but what's happened is because I get my hair done every 5 weeks, like my hairdresser is my friend.
Of course.
Like,
That's true.
and I don't want to end that. But at the same time, I've definitely done box hair, dye, color.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's cheaper and sometimes you can't get an appointment. But anyway.
True.
Danielle tried to hook me up with like 2 of her hairdressers.
Like to get a haircut or for like personal.
What do you think?
I don't know, Cam. I was trying to be judgmental.
Yeah, she's like, oh, this girl's super cute. She's just like you like them and this and that. And then nothing ever came of it. But it's just, that's the kind of friend Danielle. She wanted me to find true love. And now I'm married and I did it myself, but she's been an integral part of it along the way.
I mean, she did marry you, so.
Oh, yeah, she did do that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
She still has an important role.
That's the magic of love right there.
Yeah.
The magic of, that's right. That was like the thing I repeated over and over. Well, not over and over, but multiple times in the wedding ceremony.
It was the theme, and it was beautiful. And just because I feel left out, I want to mention I did bleach my hair twice in my youth. Once before 9th grade, because obviously.
Was it like the sun in? spray?
No, I did straight up bleach.
Oh
I
my
did
God, Sam.
I wanted to be like Eminem, obviously, in 8th grade. And then the second time I did it was on a whim, and this was towards the end of college. And keep in mind, I was already very thin. And it was very bleach blonde, so it almost looked like the head of
Oh God.
like a 70-year-old guy in Florida, because it was kind of tan because it was in the summer, and bald and blonde. Um, so I shaved that
That's
off
a
pretty
good look.
quickly. I don't think I ever grew my hair back out again after that.
Or maybe the bleach killed your hair.
Maybe. Or
Maybe that's the one time hair does die.
There
poor
you go.
genetics. Their hair did die. You're correct. It did die. Real quick, time out. Time out. Pause. Pause. We have a word from our sponsors.
Ooh.
Oh.
Because if you're not soaring, you're boring.
Oh.
So remember, everyone, to soar. And if you're not soaring, you might be pouring because you're not getting extra money. So
Oh, look at this
soar.
plug.
Yeah.
I like it.
And KCS. But yeah, soar. Guys, remember, you can make extra money if you go soar. Soar your products to your fellow teammates in ENS like me for expense wire, as well as
Yep,
other
make it
products,
rain.
payroll, retirement, all that. Soar. If you're not soaring, you're boring.
I want to add to that plug. Here's what
Okay?
I'm going to do. Here's the true test. You ready?
Yep.
The first 5 people who email me directly after watching this video to say, I know who sponsored this video, I will send spotlight points to. I want you to tell me
Wow.
who. Thank you. I
Oh,
want to know who sponsored it and what the program was.
that's right. I love it.
Okay.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Yeah.
using those spotlight points wisely. We appreciate that.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, I think,
Should we get-
unless, Danielle,
You want to get to it? The
do you
10
have
questions?
anything else you want to bring up before the questions?
Oh,
I don't think I
I'm
don't
sure you
think
guys have many
so.
more embarrassing stories, so maybe I avoided them, or no, this is going to come up in
No,
I mean, we all know, I think because Ian kind of spilled the beans, or maybe we did last time, and Val actually also brought up how many times you've been locked in stairwells and paychecks offices.
Do you know how many times you've been locked out?
Do I know how many times?
I'm just curious.
I mean, I think I might have lost count after 3 because apparently I didn't learn my lesson. So maybe with this video, you can send the really great picture that Val captured of me stuck in the stairwell.
I might edit
But
it
it was
in.
okay. You really should, because it was actually funny as hell, and we still laugh about it because what an idiot. I locked myself in a fire stairwell, and all doors became locked, guys. So Val came back and saved me. She had already left, and she walked back in, dying, laughing, and wouldn't open it until she took a picture of me. So it was the good old days over at Canal View.
Amazing.
Yeah, I think 3, maybe 4. I don't know. You gotta live on the edge, right?
Hey, less
You
than
do.
5. You're doing all right.
Yeah, less
Yeah.
than 5. Yeah, so that's
There
what
you
I'm gonna go with. Final answer.
All right, boom. And you know, it's everyone's favorite time. We're coming in with 10 hot burning questions here to round this off. Danielle's doing the evens, and I'm doing the odds. So Danielle,
Ooh, okay.
you're up. Take it away.
If you're the odds, don't you go first? That's
Oh, shit.
one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, whatever. All right. Anyways,
Oh, that was so fantastic. Did you see me? I just looked away like, nope, I'm
Nope.
not gonna be flat.
no, I was looking away, ready for Danielle to get to work, but
Oh
she
God,
reminded
that's
me,
funny.
she
Feeling
reminded
like
me how numbers work.
actually, yes, yes. Okay, great.
I think, yeah, her 2-year-old could probably tell me that. Anyways, all right. What's your favorite word?
The F word,
Nice.
and it's not fun or Friday.
All right. I
Okay.
love that answer.
My team knows that too. Poor Trent has to wear earmuffs when we meet.
Oh,
Okay.
poor Trent.
Yeah.
What is your least favorite word?
My least favorite word? I hate I hate the word condone. And the reason for that is because it sounds negative, but it's actually a positive word means you accept it or that you're okay with it. But it's used in a negative context. So it just in my brain it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Yep, I'm weird. I know.
No, I
No.
like that. I've
That's
never
cute.
thought about that.
Me neither.
It
'Cause
sounds
I
like
was-
something a principal would say.
Yeah, like you don't condone that behavior, but that means you don't approve of it. But condone itself just sounds negative, like it shouldn't be a good thing.
I never
Wow.
thought of it. That's very interesting. I love it. I love
You're
it.
welcome.
See, we learn something new on every one
I-
of these
Oh,
podcasts.
Something.
Maybe we've only had 2 now, but whatever.
hopefully we have a third.
I don't know. I got a feeling. I'm a little nervous about the big boss on this, but
Oh, God.
Amanda, what excites you?
That's a great question. Could be a lot of different things. One of my favorite authors comes out with a new book, which means I have to like shut down weekend plans because that's what we're doing. Anything with my kids. One of the dogs that I told you I have, he's a puppy. He actually is going to turn 1 next week. And when we have like good training sessions and like when he does a good job walking, I get super excited. So it's really the small things excite me. Doing stuff with my family. Was that a setup though?
Huh?
Nope.
Was that a setup? Okay.
Oh, the setups are done. The setups
Yeah.
are pre-10 questions.
I don't know. Okay. But yeah, I'm going to go with that answer.
Okay.
And of
What-
course,
what-
when Beyonce drops new music.
Yeah.
Hello. Okay.
I love.
Clearly.
What bums you out?
What was that?
What bums you out? Like, what makes you sad? What bums you out?
What bums me out? When I'm gonna just keep it like really easy. I'm not gonna get like super emotional with stuff, but I'm gonna say surface level, when a show that I've been binging all of a sudden ends and I have then nothing to watch, makes me feel like empty inside. When a book that I really like ends and I feel like emotionally connected to characters and it ends, I feel bummed out. And then, the typical stuff. Oh, you know what bummed me out today? Let me tell you. I had a crisis today in the office, guys.
Oh, let's hear it.
Came into the office, ready to go for an 8:30 meeting. We're working through stuff. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna just run and get some coffee really quick. Head into the break room. Go to put my Keurig cup in. Big sign, out of order. I was like, oh no, this is not going to be good for anybody involved.
No.
That bumped
No.
me out.
Oh,
That bumped me out. Don't mess with my coffee.
Yeah.
For the
Same.
sake of everybody, don't mess with it. So
Same.
I did take a little walk over to our old office though to get my coffee, so I'm good.
Oh, good. Good.
Yes, thank you. I understand. It was
crisis
really hard.
averted.
Yes, just really. My team was worried for me though. They were really supportive, so thank you.
Shout out to your team. Amazing
Yeah,
work.
they're a good group.
That reminds me of the next question. What sound or noise do you love?
What?
What sound or noise do you love? There's no relation. I was just segueing.
We were doing so good.
I'm like, I'm not sure where we're going here. I think probably laughing. I love hearing people laugh. And probably because I'm doing it all the time, therefore I have to be accepting of it. But yeah, I think if people are laughing, that means there's fun to be had.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with laughing. Even if it's an obnoxious laugh, right? It doesn't matter. It's like, ooh, I want to know what they're talking about. I want in on that conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good one.
So what do you hate on the outside of that?
Sound do I hate?
Mm-hmm. Sound or noise that you hate?
Yeah. I hate when people crinkle water bottles. And I don't mean like water bottles like this. I mean like the plastic bottles.
Yep.
Right.
And it grates on my nerves. It's like worse than nails on a chalkboard. And kids are good for that. So like whenever they have finished their bottles, they want to crinkle it and it drives me nuts.
That's a new one. Good one.
Well, if there's any other reason other than saving the planet to move towards reusable water bottles,
That's right. We got to save the turtles.
That's a strong second to not piss Amanda off, and I love that. And I vouch for you on that one.
Thank you.
The next question I don't even need to ask, but
I know.
what's your favorite curse word? It's your favorite word.
Established that.
Yep. So
My father would be so proud.
Yep. Well, hey, you know what? We'll that's a great word, and it can be used.
It is. I mean, I can't even like say hell in front of my father, right? So the fact that my favorite is the F word, I try to rein it in, and it's not always easy.
I think my dad taught me that one. So, all right,
Maybe my dad did too. He just didn't realize he was saying it, right?
there you go.
Yeah.
Parenting.
Questionable.
So what profession other than your own would you want to attempt?
Ooh. It would be really cool to get to be one of those like travel guides. I don't even know if that's still a TV show, like on the travel channel.
Oh yeah.
Send me cool places, let me eat food, let me talk to the locals, let me go do the things that local people do. That would be amazing. I would love it.
I would love that too.
Yeah.
I'd love that.
You could be the next Brooke Burke.
I don't even
There
know.
you go.
That's a deep cut from E back in the.
Oh, yes.
I watch a lot of TV. What profession would you not like to do?
I I'm gonna go with this one only because it would make it, I give so much credit. We here in Rochester. Okay, let me get my thoughts together. We have a really wonderful, like the Children's Hospital, Galasanos Children's Hospital. So we see a lot of those different events that come through, and like different things are on our media. And I I think the world of people who are in those roles, who support children and whatever ailments, disease, issues that they fight, because it is just heartbreaking to me. So it would be really hard for me to work in like a NICU maybe,
Yeah.
or something like that, or like pediatric oncology where there's some real hardships happening there, and these people are just saints.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if I'd have the emotional bandwidth to deal with that. I would struggle. So I'm gonna go that route. Not to be Debbie Downer, but
Hey, that takes a
in
special kind of
fairness,
person.
right? They have incredible success stories too. So yeah.
And not wanting to do something doesn't mean you don't respect it. So that's
Totally.
that's
I
a tough
totally
one.
respect it. It scares me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, definitely a little bit of a downer, but a good answer. A good answer nonetheless. Good answer.
Question, bring it back.
Yeah, bring it back, Danielle, with a positive number 10.
I know, but now all of a sudden I realize maybe it's not. But so at the end of your life,
Ooh, okay.
what do you want to be remembered for? Like
Ooh,
something,
yeah.
something, a feeling, whatever. What do you want people to be? That Amanda.
Oh, yeah. We hear that a lot, don't we? Okay. All seriousness, I want to be remembered for being kind and genuine, and present and in the moment and loyal. And yeah,
All amazing.
yeah.
All amazing.
As I get older too, right, you appreciate the people that are closest to you who are really present, because then that's when you start to laugh, and that's when you start to enjoy life and even the hard stuff that comes up, right? So that's what I'm gonna go with.
Beautiful.
I love it.
Be here now.
Be
Not
here
just
now.
for work. Yeah.
I'm glad you said it because I was going to. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
see, we brought it all back to.
Yeah.
We had a couple.
Well, when
moments.
you die,
Right.
what's on your bucket list?
I ask either of us a question, or because you're welcome to. I feel like sometimes it's fair that maybe the guest, gets a chance to put us on the hot seat for a second, or
Yeah.
we can just.
Well, here's what I think we should do, Danielle. I think you're going to get a fun question, and then you and I should come up with a really hard one for Cam. So when you go to DR on Saturday, do you have any excursions planned outside of just laying on the sand and drinking and just relaxing?
Yes, we are. We are going snorkeling.
Ooh.
And they say a private cove or whatever, and snorkeling. That'll be super fun. Augie, my son, who's 2, he can come on that one, so we're excited. And then we're doing one of our because my in-laws will be there as well. We're calling it our date day, Adrian and I, that's my husband. We are going to go ride dune buggies. So,
Ooh, that's
yeah.
fun.
Yeah,
That's nice
yeah,
that you guys will get a day to yourself.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Fantastic.
I'm jealous.
Yeah,
I know.
it's beautiful there.
Yeah.
First,
Man.
Yeah, really beautiful. Great food
Yeah.
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
that's good.
If I ever have a kid, I'm definitely bringing the in-laws on vacation. Hopefully they're bringing us, so that I
Yeah.
can.
Oh gosh,
Hey, they,
your wife has her hands full, no doubt.
I
Yeah.
know.
someday.
Hard
So yeah, what could we ask Cam? Like, I feel like, what's your most embarrassing story? I know. What's the most embarrassing thing that happened to you in high school?
that's a good.
Other than my entire dating life or attempt at that, um, I
Oh, Cam.
oh, I can say it. I think.
Oh God.
So
We'll edit it out if it's bad.
Yeah.
well,
You-
it's not too bad, but I was a very smart kid, without trying, no big deal. So I was in three advanced courses: science, French, and math. So in the ninth grade, I skipped earth science and went right to biology.
Yep.
So I was in biology in ninth grade, and as there was a few kids in my grade, and then it was mostly 10th graders. So, um, and 10th grade girls, you know what I'm saying? So I was kind of like, I was try to be kind of cool, as much as you could be in biology. And my teacher is pretty cute, not for nothing, for like an old lady. She was not old by our
My
standards
God.
now, but to a ninth grader, she was old. And basically, long story short, I was in front of the class doing like a presentation or something, and it's biology, so I was talking about organisms,
Oh, yep.
creatures,
Trying to
Got
get in
it.
there.
We know where it's going.
and I said the wrong word,
Yeah. It happens. It's okay.
and I was very embarrassed because I was just a lowly ninth grader, and again, I had a pretty hot teacher. So, and it's not the end of the world to say that word, um,
Yeah. It's embarrassing
but
in
it was
that
really
setting.
embarrassing, and it was ninth grade, so it was like just the start of it. And then I would say a very memorable thing post, or not post high school, but in
Oh,
the middle of it, was my cousin and I. We had a rap concert in Canandaigua, and it was at a punk show that we booked with like four punk bands and then us rapping. And the tracks were we had audio tracks on a DVD, and we had the DVD player hooked up to the speakers to play the tracks. And at one point, my cousin accidentally hit the remote in his pocket, and the song started over the track.
Oh
And,
no.
and then also the punk rock kids who they hated rap because it was cool to hate rap if you're a punk kid, were like messing with like the sound and stuff during our show. And that wasn't in school, but I was in high school, and that was very embarrassing. June 15th, 2001 was the date. So,
Oh wow.
yeah, I
So
remember.
we don't have that embedded in memory at all. It's just a distant memory.
Yeah,
That's what you're
but the silver lining is we booked the show, and we were the ones that got paid by the venue, so we took more money than everybody else.
Good for you.
That's how you
Now I
hustle.
have some follow-up questions for you.
Okay.
cute.
Are there recordings of that night? Is there proof that this happened, Cam?
I don't know that those exist. I do have. We were wearing jerseys.
Of course, because why wouldn't you?
I was
In that
wearing
day and age.
I was wearing a very random Boomer Esiason jersey, and my cousin was wearing some Redskins jersey, and neither of us were fans of said teams, but we had the jerseys, and we looked really cool. And I think there's a picture of that somewhere,
We need it.
but
Oh,
I
I need-
don't know for
Yeah,
sure.
we're
This
gonna
was
need
before
it.
smartphones, and
Yeah.
you ladies know how it is before those days. Pictures are a little bit, they're not easy to find anymore. So
No, I understand. But I mean, any proof or documentation of that day, I think would really be beneficial for a lot of us here in ENS.
Yeah.
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 all right.
Now,
And And you also came full circle, which I can't remember if we hit record at this point. Oh, no, we did, where you got on me about Sean Carter. And so maybe now, right, we came full circle with that. So that's
We did.
interesting.
I
So
did.
he's evolved as an artist, but it sounds like you have not.
Well,
Same.
actually, after that point, I had two very successful band nights in high school where we played rock music, but we did have a couple rap songs in there with live instrumentation, so that was pretty cool. And I do have a rap song on YouTube with almost 1,000 views. So
Everybody, check it out.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna drop the name of
Like
that at all.
below.
No, don't want anyone listening to that. But I will
Oh, we're
say.
gonna find it.
We did do a Jay-Z song in that set on in June 15th. We did Can I Get a?
Of
So
course.
we skipped the Emil verse and just when she
Good.
was rapping because it was two boys.
Have
So
you ever seen him in concert?
yeah, I did. I saw Best of Both Worlds tour in 2004 with you know
Oh,
who.
that was I know. And sadly, that was a really great album, but we can't like it
Yeah.
anymore.
No.
Well, maybe if they decide to do an On the Run tour 3, you can go and you can get some new appreciation for the artist that she is.
You know what I will say, and this is going to be a totally fair statement, as I
Oh,
think
boy.
more so than Beyonce being overrated, and you might not like this but I don't think you're too bad, but the Beehive makes it worse. Some of them are
Yeah,
little.
ridiculous.
That might be it. Like
Totally.
making her out to be the biggest thing in the world beyond music and like a god and all that. The whole artist worship of any
Yeah,
musician that grinds my gears. But
yeah. I
she's
mean, she's a
talented.
person.
I saw Beyonce in concert 98 PXY Summer Jam, Destiny's Child.
Me
Mandy Moore.
too.
Yeah, I was
I think I
there.
saw.
Was that when it was downtown on like the open plaza?
Yeah.
What is by the ports, right?
Yeah.
What is that called? I totally was there, Cam.
Yeah. I don't remember what it was called. It was my first concert ever. So Beyonce was my first concert ever.
Okay, all right.
Full circle.
I love that.
Bridges here.
Yep.
I
Bridges are
know.
mended.
I'm gonna just break you down to the point where, yeah, like my
You
niece
can't
said
break
the
my
other day.
soul.
That's right. My niece like they call me TT. She's like, TT, I'm sorry, I can't. The song is awful. She's just repeating herself, and it's just not good. I'm like, we don't speak such language in this home, and I will make you listen to it. She has an a cappella version of it, and it is just amazing. And I'm like, you will hear that she is not repeating herself over and over again. And then I realized I have to just stop myself because it's not worth the argument. I know the truth. I know the truth. And one of these days, everyone will just fall in line. How's that?
There you
Amazing.
There you
Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
You think Ian's going to be jealous that your podcast was twice as long?
No, I don't think anybody who has ever worked with me will be surprised by that because you talk too much, I talk too much, and then Danielle's like along for the ride. So I think it's expected. And we'll cut out half of it, right? You can edit all that.
I don't think I'm touching it, to be honest with you. So
No.
Good.
maybe the hair at the beginning, but I don't know about other than that. I don't know.
Well, my one request would be that you at least leave in the question I asked you because that is just gold, and that we're gonna find some pictures and send out a YouTube clip. So
Okay. See.
Yeah.
I clearly, if you're on the last meet and greet, I have no problem embarrassing myself. So
yeah, I know, but that's why we love you, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't take that out if you paid me. So
I love it. You
I
gotta
think-
have humility. You gotta be humble.
that's right.
Yeah.
And make fun of yourself.
Yeah, as the mayor of
Nothing more.
ENS, I've got to be humble. You know, that's
You really do.
self-proclaimed the mayor of ENS. I got to be humble. So
I laugh at myself daily, which is why I was curious to see what feedback or what crazy stories you might get from my team because I truly make an ass of myself pretty much every day. So I thought for sure what would make the cut was how I walked into the men's bathroom at our old new office because that happened and I was just like, good Lord,
I
Amanda.
forgot about that. I heard about that.
Yeah.
I think everyone's done that at least once, though. I mean, I've done it at least once, if not more.
Well, yeah, but the thing is I was trying to get into the break room and they don't look anything alike. So who knows what I was doing?
I did
Yeah,
a
stuff like
Planet
that.
Fitness like really recently.
Yeah.
I
That
mean,
could be a concern. You might get arrested for that, Cam. So just
I
be
thought
careful.
about that shortly after. I was like, wow, that was very much a mistake, but could be looked at as not a mistake.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I
Yeah.
got out of there before anyone saw me, I think. But
You know, TMI, but I've totally had to use men's bathrooms before.
Yeah.
So I was at a Lady Gaga concert and I was 7 months pregnant, and the line for the women's was just ridiculous. I was like, this is not going to happen. And I went into the men's bathroom. And I will say, the few gentlemen that were, yes, but the few gentlemen that were in there were like, because I'm pregnant, right? They were wonderful. And they're like, we'll make sure nobody comes in. You just go do what you need to do. I was like, gentlemen, thank you so much supporting me at this Lady Gaga concert.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
And to this day, my daughter still, every time Gaga came on and sang, she was always moving too. And to this day, Lana still loves Lady Gaga. It's really cute.
That is cute.
beautiful.
Random story. See what I'm saying? We can talk forever. So this is where Danielle comes in to rein us in, Cam. That's her
Well,
action.
Yeah.
What's in?
Speaking of support, I really appreciate you, Amanda, for doing this
Yeah,
today.
of course. I think this is fantastic. I think it's a fun way to get to know people within ENS outside of the paycheck stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The people part of it. You guys are great.
Thank you.
Thanks.
We appreciate you. We last time with Ian, we had spoilers for the next guest, but we haven't figured that out yet, so we don't have.
Ooh, okay.
We got a
Are you
couple
guys-
people in the hopper, though. I think.
Are you
We
guys
do.
just sticking with leaders first? At what point are you going to branch out to our individual contributors?
Next
I
one,
think
probably.
next will be an individual contributor, and hopefully, because it's November, the next time we tape or record, I don't know what it's called with podcasting, but they will be a veteran. So,
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
What a
So
great
that's it.
idea.
But don't hold us to it, just in case.
just
Well,
in case.
the few veterans that I know, if you need stories on them, you just, if they're in my area, you let me know.
We know one of them that's in your area, so
Uh-huh.
Please.
so we'll see. I don't know.
All
We'll
right.
see.
Very
Yep.
good. Well, thank you very much, guys. I appreciate you and what you're doing and your time.
Thank you. Right
Yeah.
back at you.
Okay.
We know you're busy, so we appreciate it.
Oh,
Yeah.
please, of course. We're all busy.
All
That's
right.
everyone right
Awesome.
now. So,
Well, thank
right.
you.
all right. Bye.
Bye,
Bye,
everybody.
everyone.
Don't forget about the plug.
Oh, yeah. Go for your spotlight points.
Who sponsored this?
Spotlight.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.